Okay, this video is to help you on the assignment that's in Schoology called 1-4A Formative. Oops. The 1-4A Formative. So once you're in there, I already did problem number 1 with you on the board, but I want to make sure that you know how to do the next 4 problems. So they're not going to be identical to the ones that you have in your 1-4 formative, 1-4A formative, but it's going to be very similar. So right here, we're going to do A equals BH. Don't worry about that semicolon. That's not important. It's just telling you to solve for H. So we're going to solve for H. So you don't have to add another H to the equation. We're going to do C do. And we're going to ask ourselves, what is happening to my H? So my H here is multiplying, right, by B. So right now it is multiplying by B. And that is all that is happening on the right side. So we're going to do the opposite, which is divide by B. So go ahead and divide the right side by B and the left side by B so that the B can cancel and it leaves you the H by itself, which is what we wanted because it said solve for H. So I have H equals capital A divided by lowercase b. So when you type it in here, make sure that you are typing a capital A and a lowercase b. Okay, and then make sure that you check your answer. Don't forget that. Problem number 2. Again, this may not be exactly like the one that you got, but it is very similar. It just has different letters. Okay, and it's telling you to solve for H. So I'm going to rewrite it right here. I have N equals H minus D all over S. Draw the line. And do the table for C do. Okay, so we're going to ask ourselves, what is happening with this H right here? It is subtracting D. So minus D. What else is happening? There's a big line right here underneath it. That means it's dividing by S. Dividing by S. So we're going to start from the bottom up. We're going to do the opposite. Instead of dividing, we're going to multiply by S. So I'm going to multiply all of this by S and the N by S so that the S can cancel. S times N is just S N. So right here, look at the answer. There's an N right there. What's going to go in here? Lowercase s. Then we have equals H minus D. The last step is to add D to both sides so that this minus can cancel. I'm going to add D to both sides. And look right here, what does it say? Plus, what letter are you going to put in here? D. And then you read it. It says SN plus D. Well, what does this say? SN plus D. S, capital N, plus D equals to my H. Okay, make sure that it's a lowercase s and a lowercase d. And then you check your answer. Again, your letters might be different than mine, so make sure that you're paying attention to that or you're going to get it wrong. Okay, the 4th problem in your assignment says solve the equation for the indicated variable. Well, right here it's indicating that I need to solve for m. Don't worry about that colon. So when I rewrite my equation, it's y equals mx plus b. And when I do do, I'm going to ask myself what is happening with the m. Remember the m, that's what I'm solving for. So we're going to go ahead and draw the line. What do I see happening to my m? So m is multiplying by x, so I like to put it in parentheses. That means multiply. What else is happening to my m? They added b. Okay. So I'm going to do the opposite, start from the bottom up. The opposite of plus b is to subtract b. So I'm going to subtract b from both sides so that the b can cancel. Okay, then you read it. What does that say? Y minus b. So you write y minus b equals mx. Okay. The last step is to divide by x. So divide both sides by x, the whole thing, so that the x can cancel. And this is your final answer. When you type it in here, make sure that the whole thing is over the x. So the y minus b goes on top, and it's dividing by x, and then check your answer. All right, and then the last problem, this is like example 1 that we did today, the video. It says solve for the indicated variable. Right here it's indicating that I need to solve for r. Solve for r. So I'm going to do my table, do. And I'm going to rewrite my equation. Don't worry about that. It's capital P, capital V equals n, that's lowercase n, r, capital R, and capital T. Okay, so what do I see happening with the r? The r is multiplying by n and by t, all at the same time. It is multiplying by n and t all together. We're not going to separate them, okay? So we're going to divide by nt on both sides. So right here I'm going to divide by nt. Right here I'm going to divide by nt, so that the n cancels and the t cancels at the same time. That leaves me the r by itself. That's capital R equals capital P, capital V, divided by lowercase n, capital T. Make sure that you type it correctly, and then you check your answer.